Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me for this new video around my campaign Operation Dark Winter. Today we are doing the briefing for the mission number 11. In the last mission we did the Navy Yard district. In that district we gain 3 GTF vehicles that unlock a new rule which allow me to choose my point of entry in each of the following missions. So that's pretty great. I also gain 2 fuels. For the next mission, what I'm planning to do is to do the Boerum Hill mission. In that mission, Roy Benitez, the leader of the Joint Task Force, is hiding in that district. He has been attacked by some rioters. The goal of the mission is to locate him and to bring him to safety alongside 2 GTF models sitting alongside him. Also, one of those models has been injured during a rioter's attack and is injured at the leg. He can't move really far. This will reward me with some really great stuff, but we'll see that in the next mission briefing. So that's our next mission. We are doing the Boerum Hill mission, and most importantly we do that because we want to unlock the security wing inside our base of operation. Talking about that, let's actually jump into our base of operation. So here we are in our base. First thing first, in the last mission we gained 6 new civilians that has been added to the base. One of the problems is that by default the base of operation can accommodate up to 30 people, and we reached that limit when these new civilians came in. We just arrived at 30 people. That means that 2 of them can't get inside our base, and we just lose those 2 civilians. They just move away. So that's a shame. That means that as soon as possible we will need to build the sleeping quarters that will allow me to bring 10 more people in. And actually in the next mission we are planning to do, we will unlock 2 new characters, 2 new GTF models, and if I don't build the sleeping quarter right now, those 2 models, I will lose them. They won't have enough space to move inside our base. So I definitely need to build the sleeping quarters. Checking the resources. We are good on food, especially because we still have the kitchen and the rain collector where we can produce some food. Fuel, we are pretty great. Ammo, that's fine. We don't have a lot of construction material, and we need construction material to build any room extension. So for the sleeping quarter, I need 2 building materials. Luckily, in the last turn, we sent someone to build the trade center. The trade center allows me to exchange 2 resources of my choice against 1 resource of my choice. So the first thing I'm going to do is to send a civilian into the trade center. So when someone is sitting here, I just can switch 2 resources again 1 resource. So for now, I need what? I need 2 building material, 2 food and 1 medicine. I have the 2 food, I have the 1 medicine, I need some building material. So what I will do is that I will take 2 intel and convert them into 1 building material at the trade center. That means now I have enough resource to build that sleeping quarter. So let me take another civilian. I will affect him in that room, and I will remove 2 building material, 2 food and 1 medicine. And next turn the building will be finished and I will be able to accommodate more people. So 2 building material, 2 food, 1 medicine. 2 building material, 1 medicine and 2 food. By the way, in blue are the resources we gained in the last mission. So as you can see right now, I don't have any more food. So what I will need to do is to take someone and place him in the kitchen. That will produce 2 food, and also with that we have the rain collector that will also produce 2 food. So basically we have now again 4 food. So we are pretty great with that. Next thing I want to do, I don't have enough new weapon to go to the black market to sell them. But let's actually have a look at our roster. As you can see here, we start to have quite a lot of injured model. Right now we have 4, including 3 division agents, Nick Hayat, Doug Sutton, and the new elite guy that I still need to name and create his card. But we have those 3 division agents that are injured, that can't be sent in a mission. And I have also Dan Espinosa, the police officer, that is also injured. So I need to do something with that. In our base of operation, when we unlocked the medical wing, it divides by 2 the recovery time of only a single GTF model. But there is a wing, which is called the medical wing, the medical bay, sorry, that can divide the recovery time of all my GTF model at once. As you can see here, it's just a medical bay with multiple beds where we can aid more people at the same time. So I need really to build that, and for that I need 4 building material and 2 medicine. So let's first take a civilian, place it in that room, so we will build that extension, and now we need some building material. As you can see right now we have none, and yeah, we need 4. So what resource can we sold? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That means we won't have any more intel. Let's maybe right now sell 4 intel. That will grant us 2 building material. What else can we sell? We are pretty good on fuel, so let's actually sell some fuel. I will sold 4 fuels to gain 2 building materials again. So we have enough resources now to build the medical bay. It's 4 building material and 2 medicine. So 4 building material, 2 medicine. And now we are good. Now I'm currently building the medical bay. That's perfectly fine. Next turn, I will be able to heal any number of GTF model at once. What I also need to do is to send someone to the virus lab, so he will again study the virus and will give me that extra victory point at the end of that mission. And yeah, I don't think I will send someone to the workshop. Actually, selling resources to gain new one is great, but the cost, like I'm losing a lot of resources. But on the other hand, I don't really use my intel in game. I always forget. So what can we do? I would like to build a sewing station that will allow me to craft body armor. So that will be great. But yeah, 2 ammo, 2 building material, 2 ammo, 2 building material. So I need to sell some stuff like 4 intels. Yeah, let's actually do that. So I will... Yeah, that's a pretty big turn inside our base of operation. So 2 ammo and 1 intel. So let's first remove the 2 ammo and the 1 intel. Okay, and I still need 2 building material. So for that I'm going to sell 2 fuel, 1 medicine and 1 intel. I will sell all of that, and that will be converted into 2 building material, and I'm just going to use all of that to build the sewing station. So yeah, that's a pretty crazy turn inside of base of operation, a lot of construction. So yeah, hopefully that will pay off in the later turn. And also next turn we will unlock the security wing, and yeah, I'm sure there is some pretty crazy stuff in those rooms, so we'll see that later on. So I think that's it for that part. And now we can have a look at who we will send into that mission. So here is the team I'm going to send into that mission. So we have the usual crew with Alani Kelso, my agent of the division. We have Shane Wall, some police officer, John C. that was acting as one of the snipers in some of the earliest missions. We have 2 National Guard here, plus Brian Gamble, the SWAT officer, and of course we have John McClane, our police, like our detective. In addition to that, I've added Nate Macy. Where is his car? Nate Macy here. The Special Forces is equipped with the Uzi and the grenade launcher, plus smoke grenade, comms, and a backpack. So yeah, we'll test this one today. And in addition to that, I'm sending this guy over here, is Gregory Galantine. I will place this model, I will place him with the sniper rifle somewhere near the board. So that's the crew we are going to send into that mission. And here is a quick look at the board we are going to play on for that next mission. So, regarding the objective is to save the GTF leader. He is hidden in one of the 3-story buildings present in that district, so it can be one of these 2 buildings over here. So yeah, I'm just going to go for the first one. I'm going to roll a dice. I have 1 chance on 2 that it's this one, and if it's not that one, it's the second one. So regarding the board, now that I have access to the vehicle, I can choose my point of entry. So let's have a quick look at different entries. So here on this entry, we have a blockage over here, a road barrier. Here we have a construction machine that try to force the entry onto this part of the city. So here apparently the comic store was secured by the military. We have some sandbags all over the place. We have a ladder over here and a small bridge to switch from the Starbucks to the top of the comic store. So that will be great. That will be a great vantage point onto the rest of the street. So what else? Here we have a military checkpoint with 3 different vehicles that we can loot for some equipments. What else here? We have a nice alley with lots of details, lot of construction work happening over here. What else here? We have obviously the store where we can find a lot of resources. And actually I need some resources, so we may be going for that building too. Here we have that small construction area with the taxi that just missed yeah, just falling off over here. The construction area with the fencing, with the opening here. We have some police and military vehicles securing that part of the board. And yeah, here we have a place where they try to store some of the dead bodies. So yeah, that's the board we are going to play on. And we will see you guys on the next video to define where we are going to be deployed and have a go of that mission. See you for the next one. Bye everyone.